Several areas in USA, May 2024.
Here in West Kentucky, we are east of
Many homes and cars was destroyed after at least 3 tornadoes in Cooke, Collin and Denton counties on Saturday night. Texas Governor Greg Abbott came to Cooke County on Sunday, the area that was the hardest hit. He issued a disaster declaration for the affected counties. More than 200 homes were destroyed and 120 were damaged, according to the governor. Abbott says he expects that number to rise. The National Weather Service is surveying Saturday night's damage. As of Sunday afternoon, the NWS determined an EF3 tornado hit Salina in Collin County with winds up to 165 miles per hour. An EF2 tornado with winds up to 125 miles per hour hit Valley View in Cooke County, and an EF2 tornado in Forestburg in Montague County.
It took my neighbor's trees up in his front yard, and I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't take my 2 pine trees up in my front yard.
The NWS says the final determination on the number of tornadoes and their strength could take a day or 2. Encore says communities with extensive damage could be without power for prolonged times. Late Sunday, President issued a statement saying, in part, "Jill and I are praying as a result of devastating tornadoes that tore through Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, leveling entire communities and leaving a path of destruction in their wake. Our condolences are with everyone who has been affected. Our team is directly in touch with state and local officials. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has been on the ground conducting damage assessments, and we stand ready to provide support as needed." The hardest hit area from last night's tornado outbreak appears to be Valley View in Cooke County. The National Weather Service says a preliminary survey of the Valley View tornado shows a rating of a higher-end EF2 tornado with maximum wind gusts at 135 miles per hour. Snuggs says he believes that everyone has been accounted for at this time. Nighttime tornadoes are one of the most dangerous out there. People aren't paying attention and it's hard to see the threat, said Jennifer Dunn, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Fort Worth.
Something whistling, just didn't know what it was.
Texas Task Force 1 search and rescue and first responders across the region were brought in to help. The Cooke County Sheriff says a reported tornado hit a mobile home park and a Shell Station travel center. This took a major hit. "There is not much left of it," said Sappington. Video taken by Connor Steins showed the moment the winds from the storm broke the store's windows. The storm crossed Lake Ray Roberts, about 10 miles north of Denton. Lake Ray Roberts Marina and RVs in Pilot Point were hit, tearing up the docks and sinking a number of boats. Many of those that weren't sunk are damaged. Residents say the owner of the RV park drove through the area honking his horn to make sure everyone was up and taking cover. Salina, on the border of Denton and Collin counties, was also hit hard. "I am heartbroken from the reports of devastation sustained by our friends and neighbors in Collin County last night," said Collin County Judge. A resident on Prairie Meadow Lane, who came home after the storm to find her home destroyed. Collin County says there is a lot of debris across the area on Sunday morning and its public works team is out assessing the damage. Residents in need of supplies are asked to contact Grace Bridge. The National Weather Service confirmed an EF2 tornado and an EF1 tornado hit the Temple, Texas area. According to a preliminary damage report that was released tonight, the NWS Fort Worth, Dallas office's damage survey team found that 2 tornadoes hit Bell County during a supercell that moved through the area. It was initially reported that 1 tornado had hit the area. The NWS also found damage associated with straight-line winds throughout the city of Temple. The NWS said the EF2 tornado started near Morgan's Point Resort at 6:21 p.m. and lasted until 6:26 p.m. Its peak wind speed was measured at 120 miles per hour. It formed near Texas Highway 317 between FM 2483 and West Adams Avenue. At least a dozen power poles were significantly damaged in the area. The tornado moved east-southeast across the terrace at Lake Point subdivision and damaged several homes, especially windows and roofs, according to the damage survey. At least 4 homes lost most of the roof, some outside walls, and had significant damage to the windows. The NWS said the tornado crossed Tanglehead Drive toward West Adams Avenue and damaged many businesses including standalone restaurants, shops, banks, and strip malls, and several cars had moderate to significant damage and some cars were flipped. The tornado continued to move southeast, crossing Old Waco Road, damaging other homes and businesses. The survey team reported that while there was additional damage to the east of Old Waco, the debris indicates that the circulation lifted around 6:26 p.m. with more widespread damage associated with winds estimated between 80 to 90 miles per hour throughout the city of Temple. According to the NWS, the second tornado, which was rated an EF1, started around 6:33 p.m. near Little River Academy, a small city in Bell County just south of Temple, and it ended at 6:35 p.m. Its estimated peak wind speed was 95 miles per hour. It developed near Bob White Road, north of FM 3-117, and tracked mostly over an open field, but major roof damage was found near the intersection of those roads, according to the NWS. Plus, additional but less extensive roof damage was seen to other homes as the tornado tracked southeast near Heidenheimer Road. The survey team also found significant damage to several transmission lines along the area with more than a dozen towers flipped on its side. The NWS noted many trees along the tornado track were also heavily damaged. The team estimated the tornado lifted around shortly after crossing Rabbit Road because no other concentrated damage was found in that area. From the ground up, roof repairs were being made, and branches and debris were being cleared on morning after a tornado ripped through Temple. Many residents said, they watching the tornado head in their direction, they made it safely to the friend's house and decided they were going to have to wait out the storm there. Police had most of that neighborhood blocked off to anyone, including the media, except residents. Barron said parts of it looked like it went off. Meanwhile, dozens homes destroyed when the storm descended upon the AP Travel Center, home to a Shell gas station and some restaurants, late Saturday as well. Sappington said that number totaled anywhere from 60 to 80 houses. Daybreak began to reveal the full scope of the devastation. Aerial footage showed dozens of damaged homes, including many without roofs and others reduced to rubble. Residents woke up to overturned cars and collapsed garages. Some residents could be seen pacing around and sorting through scraps of wood, assessing the damage.